When her message lit up my screen, "How are you feeling? Lonely?" I was sitting in the dim quiet of our living room, staring at the suitcase she insisted I shouldn't worry about. 4 months she had been drifting away from me, slipping into her phone, her friends, and especially this much-needed getaway she talked about with more excitement than she ever showed for our marriage. She had left the house glowing, laughing, energized, alive. Not for me, but for whatever was waiting for her on that trip. So when she asked if I was lonely, I instantly heard what she really wanted. Not love. Not concern. A probe. A test. She wanted proof I was sitting here miserable, pining for her, counting the minutes until she walked back through the door. And I was done performing. My fingers hovered for a second and then I typed back, slow and steady, "I don't miss anything." The moment I sent it, I felt the ground beneath our relationship shift. She didn't respond at first. I imagined the confident grin on her face flicker, then drop. The typing bubble came and went, popping in and out like she couldn't settle on the right excuse. Finally she asked, "What's that supposed to mean?" Instead of answering, I opened the folder on my phone. The one I'd been quietly adding to for weeks. Late-night chats she thought I'd never see. A hotel booking she forgot still synced to our shared email. Photos in a friend's story, her with the man she supposedly barely spoke to anymore. I had spent so long convincing myself I was overthinking, being insecure, misreading. But the truth had been sitting right in front of me the whole time. She wasn't withdrawing from life. She was withdrawing from me. So I sent her a simple message. "Check the file." Then I uploaded the first batch of screenshots. Her reaction was instant and explosive. "Why are you going through my things? You're being insane. You're paranoid." The panic in her words didn't come from innocence. It came from being exposed. I sent the second group of screenshots. The photo she cropped, but not enough to hide the man's reflection behind her. The dinner receipt with 2 meals at 11:45 p.m. The pool picture where she hid behind sunglasses, forgetting reflections have a mind of their own. Suddenly her typing stopped. No excuses. No sarcasm. Just silence. So I pushed one step further. "You can stop acting now. I know who you're actually with." Her phone calls came instantly, one after another, vibrating through the room like an alarm I'd ignored for too long. I let every call ring out. After the 7th missed call came her message. "Please pick up. You don't understand." But I understood perfectly. She wasn't terrified of losing me. She was terrified of losing her story, the one where she was still the innocent wife with a harmless vacation. I sent one more message. "Want me to show you what else I've seen?" Then I attached the hotel lobby camera screenshot someone anonymously sent me the day before. Someone who recognized her. Someone who knew me. There she was, standing way too close to the man she claimed she'd blocked months ago. Her response was frantic. "Where did you get this? Who sent it? Tell me now." I didn't answer. Her fear said enough. Another call came, longer, desperate, and I finally texted. "Enjoy your trip, while it still lasts." That was the breaking point. Her reply came instantly. "No. I'm coming home. Now." The woman who left smiling was now unraveling, scrambling, choking on panic. She started confessing bit by bit, claiming it was all a coincidence that they just ran into each other, that nothing happened, that she didn't want to hurt me. Every message contradicted the last. I didn't correct her. I let her trip over her own lies. And then, "Please, don't leave me." The irony was brutal. She'd abandoned me months ago, she just hadn't expected the door to finally close behind her. While she rushed to change flights, I started packing her things. Slowly. Calmly. Every folded shirt felt like reclaiming space in my own life. When she burst through the door hours later, still in travel clothes, hair in disarray, eyes swollen from crying, she froze at the sight of her bags waiting by the entrance. Why is everything packed?" I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I just said softly, "Because everything you thought you hid. I already knew." She collapsed onto the couch, shaking. "Please just talk to me," she begged. But talking was what I'd begged her for, every time she angled her phone away, every time she smiled at messages she never shared. She looked around at the tidy, quiet room and I watched the realization hit her. This wasn't me threatening to leave. This was me already gone. Her explanations came in a flood, messy, tangled, desperate. She said she was confused, that the trip spiraled, that she never meant for anything to happen. She reached for my hand. I stepped back. "Please don't," I whispered. She broke completely, sobbing, crumbling under the weight of her own choices. "We can fix this," she cried. "We can start over. I'll block him. I'll do anything." I shook my head. You're only fighting for me now because you're afraid, not because you love me. She cried harder. Even she knew it was true. After a long silence, her voice came out small. Is there any chance left? I thought of our early years, when trust was effortless, when laughter came easily, when we didn't feel like strangers in the same house. But those days were gone. Dead and buried. No, I said quietly. Not anymore. She nodded, the words hitting her like a physical blow. She wiped her face with shaky hands, as if she could erase the evidence of how much she was breaking. I didn't think you'd ever leave, she whispered. I looked straight into the eyes that once meant everything to me. That was the mistake you kept making. She lifted her suitcase, walked to the door, and before stepping out, she turned back one last time. I thought you would miss me, she said weakly. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. The silence gave her everything. She closed the door with a soft click. The quiet sound of a marriage ending, not in shouting but in truth. Minutes later my phone buzzed. Her final message. I'm sorry. And for the first time in a very long time I didn't feel anger. I didn't feel fear. I felt free.